Is it normal NBA would happen like today? Is that type of thing? Like draft day, a lot of action takes place? Is that what?
I am expecting there to be a very active 2 or 3 days here between now and Saturday. Saturday is when everybody's opt-outs are, specifically Paul George. He's going to have to pretty much make up his mind what's going to happen between now and Saturday. I don't think Houston's involved in that. But Paul George is in a situation where if he waits until Sunday, he becomes a free agent. But if he waits until Sunday and he opts out of his contract, he can really only go someplace what's got cap space. And there's only a few teams that can pay him a max salary. If he opts into his contract, he becomes tradable and he can go to a whole bunch of different places where they can then give him an extension. So Paul George has got a really big 3-4 days here. But there's going to be a number. I think there's a number of players who are available on the trade market. Some of them were available at the trade deadline and didn't get done, where maybe they get dealt. I think we could see 3 to 5 significant trades in the next 3 or 4 days for sure.
I like that, Wendy. That's good news for us.
What's Durant's contract situation? Is there which suitors I guess could afford him?
Well, he's got a bunch of years and a bunch of money left on the deal. I don't have it right in front of me.
That's what we were talking about.
He makes $50 million. He makes $50 million dollars. And here's the thing: with where
he just signed a 10-year deal.
He'd have to sign off on the trade too. I'm assuming.
But wouldn't you? I thought you he doesn't have to sign off on it, but at players at his level, typically you would involve them. And look. Pat, don't you like the idea that player has agency no matter what his contract says?
Oh, yeah. I am a fan. I negotiate opt-outs into all my deals quickly and then utilize them, and then people say, well, where is it? Well, yeah, we got this. We made this decision. But in the NBA, it's not even opt-outs that take place, seemingly. It just as somebody that, watches from the outside in, it's they just, that seems to be the NBA's move. And
so
not
we'll
everybody,
see though, because right now there's some teams kind of playing hardball with some of their star players. The Clippers right now, we'll see where they're at by Saturday. Clippers are playing hardball with Paul George. Paul George wants a 4-year max contract. He thinks he's earned it. He did just have a very good season. There are teams out there that I think would give him the 4-year max contract, but the Clippers are offering him 3 and less than the max. And they're basically we don't think you're going to walk. We think you're going to stay home here in L.A. We'll see whether that works out or not. The Warriors are playing hardball with Klay Thompson right now. Klay is sitting there. He knows he's got to take a pay cut. Okay, it happens to just about everybody at some point. They got to take a pay cut. He's looking there. He's saying, hey, wait a minute. Andrew Wiggins took a pay cut. He got a 4-year deal. Draymond Green took a pay cut. He got a 4-year deal. I want a 4-year deal, even if I got to take a pay cut. Meanwhile, the Warriors are there. They're looking to make other big trades. They're out there and telling him to hang on. And they're look, Steph's got 2 years left on his contract. We just gave Steve Kerr a new contract. We gave him 2 years. They're playing hardball with Klay right now. So, yeah, I think that the NBA has gotten – the players have really gotten – the star players have really gotten what they've wanted a lot over the last decade. Right now, there's a little bit of a pushback. We'll see if it works and if it lasts.
Okay, and also I like all the clauses they have in their contract so that people can get paid more if they stay with the team. I think they acknowledge that it was a potential issue with players just moving and trying to do it, but be who you can afford to be. The NBA proves that more and more, and you left one off the list there, seemingly. Go ahead, Conor.
Yeah, Wendy, what's going on with Miami and Jimmy Butler? Because it seemed as though he wanted that extension and then kind of haven't really heard anything on that front. Is that going to get done? And is Miami another team that's going to add a piece, or is that situation not kind of signed, sealed, delivered, and Jimmy Butler might be on the move too?
Great question, Connor. From what I understand,
journalism,
finally!
Hell yeah, that was
good. From
good.
what I understand, Jimmy Butler is going to plan to be back with the Miami Heat next year. And even if there's no extension, he's going to focus on next season. He's got a player option in the summer of 2025 next year that he can use. He can basically be in Paul George's situation. I think Jimmy Butler wants to be in Miami. There's teams that have definitely said, hey, are you looking to get out? And I think he said, I'm solid in Miami, and I think that's been communicated to the Heat. I think Jimmy Butler is going to be with the Heat this year and focus on this season. And then we'll see what happens next summer. I do think the Heat are always looking to improve. They have been in the market trying to add somebody next to Jimmy Butler. We saw them go for Dame Lillard. I think they were trying to get Drew Holiday. I think they will be in the market and see if they can get something done. They don't have the greatest assets right now, but a big move for Miami this summer is re-signing Bam Adebayo. He's extension eligible. He's under contract, but he's extension eligible. That's an extension that they might do this summer.
Under contract, extension eligible, need more money up front. I love the way the NBA operates. Shout out to the NBA and their players for negotiating these deals and getting to this point, and only being like 50 of you guys in the world at any given time. That is a phenomenal thing. You said earlier, and I know you have to go in like a minute or so, you said something about the Pacers are on the prowl. Okay, we need to address that.
Yeah.
And is there any questions that we didn't ask that we need to know about as we go into the draft tonight or the NBA?
Well, I would just say I think the Pacers, obviously they're in the Eastern Conference. They see the Eastern teams getting better. They have assets at their disposal. And I think that they are active, from what I understand. They're active, looking to upgrade. They want to get Tyrese and Pascal, and get TJ some help. When's somebody going to help TJ out?
Amen.
I'm trying.
But I think TJ is pretty much untouchable. Tyrese, like if you list untouchable guys in the league, I think TJ's on that list. I think he's untouchable.
Agreed.
But I do think the Pacers are interested in some names. I don't think it's going to be like an all-star level player, but Chad Buchanan and those guys have done a great job. And
you had the name right there. You tried not to say it. That's what we just heard.
He tried to say Kevin Pritchard, our GM. Kevin
Pritchard. I wanted to make sure I said Kevin Pritchard, president, Chad Buchanan, GM. I didn't want to stumble over that.
Oh, I knew
they've done a great job.
You said that. I knew who that was.
Buke.
Well, now you know.
Carlisle.
I thought that was a
Rick
player.
Carlisle.
I thought that was a player.
Is that a 3-point shot?
Chad Buchanan, good role player.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
I'm going to make my hotel
Lithuania.
reservations. I'm going to make my hotel reservations right now for Indy 500 weekend next year, because I'm not going to be left
I like that
again.
Yeah,
I like
Celtics
that,
Pacers.
Wendy.
Yeah, believe
I like
in
that.
Tyrese, believe in these Pacers, and we believe that you will cover the draft in a spectacular fashion tonight on ESPN and ABC.
And I will be seeing Tyrese with Team USA very soon. Take it easy.
See you next week.
Hey, enjoy Paris. Don't get in that
All right,
river.
take
They're
care.
pooping in that river.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Brian
That's
Wynn.
what I hear.
Yeah, don't poop in the river, first of all. And then also, don't get in the poopy waters of Paris. Ladies and gentlemen, Big Wendy. Thank you.
Yeah,